Good evening. I'm Tina Tasaka with Cannabis X America, and we are here. It is a very exciting Sunday night. Green Jester Entertainment.
With Green Jester Entertainment.
Yes. Here at the Roll and Bowl in Sunny Slope, Arizona.
Yes.
And I am here with a new friend, Javon.
Yes.
It is so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming down. Thank you for jumping on the
having
show.
me. Thank you for having me.
We have wanted to meet each other now for a couple of months.
Yes, ma'am.
As a matter of fact, I think one of the first texts that you sent me, it's probably been going on a year. But we have a common friend. Let's say hi to Mr. Brian Moore.
Hey.
Peace and love, Brian Moore.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the guidance, brother. Thank you. Seriously.
Absolutely. And, because, you've tagged me a couple times, just certain things that I was doing, certain things that you were doing.
Yes,
we kind of are in the same space and so forth. And we finally connected.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And when I knew that this was going down here, I said, dang, well, why don't you come out, bring your wife?
Right.
There's an awesome cannabis event going down. And, my partner and I, we do media.
Yeah.
And we'll jump on camera.
Right.
And I want to know what you're doing.
Right.
And one of the cool things that you're doing, actually, before we get into one of the cool things that you're doing, because I'm holding it in my hand, is... I started looking at some of your social media, and the first thing that jumped out at me is, I know you have kids. I don't know how many kids you have.
Yes.
But I saw you giving lessons how to ride a motorcycle to one of your sons.
Yes.
And I was so impressed. Here is a great dad.
Thank you.
Teaching his son how to ride a motorcycle. So how many kids do you have?
Oh, my God. So I have actually 7 kids. I have 2 girls and 5 boys. And the boys in the video were my twins.
How old are they?
They are 14 years old.
Okay, two. Are they the oldest? Can you break down the kids for us?
I have 2 oldest girls, Serenity and Joanna. I had them when I actually was 16 years old, 17 years old.
Okay.
And then when I was around 2021, I had a set of twin boys, and that is Javon and Jaden, who you see on that motorcycle. And then me and my wife, we've been married for about 13 years now. And basically, we have 3 children at home.
That is so lovely.
Yeah.
Wait, the 2 girls are twins also?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, I was going to say that's very rare if that was the case.
It was like my high school.
Okay. And the boys, are they identical twins?
Fraternal, but I guess you could say identical. It's hard to tell because they literally look exactly the same.
Are their personalities very much alike?
Oh no, night and day.
Okay.
Night and day.
Okay.
And they are individuals for sure. For sure.
They're not following in each other's footsteps?
No. My son Jaden loves basketball and the other one loves video games.
Okay.
Yeah. And I'm talking about serious, hardcore, want to be a Twitch gamer, and then the other one is going to the NBA, for sure. Oh, yeah. The boy's already 6'1".
Nice.
Yeah.
So what are the chances?
I mean, I believe that anybody could do anything that they actually put their mind to. So, once again, as long as has his heart set on it, I believe it's going to happen.
A lot of hard work, though.
Yeah.
Massive. Sure. It's those any student, any kid, any athlete wanting to go to pro. Right. It's just it's crazy work.
Right. And see, that's what brings me to the basis of my business, of why I actually reached out to you, because I know that you have a really, really dedicated following. And I wanted to get a message out there about the people of my community, especially guys that actually might look like me or dress like me or participating for 20 events such as this,
Yeah.
So we are a family-friendly company, I like to say, because everyone that you see in my video is actually my son and I. And I've been doing this with my son since 2019, legit. And my purpose was because I knew as my son grew up, he probably was going to hear some bad stories about me. And he's going to wonder why and ask all these questions and a whole bunch of other things. But instead of having him to go through that, I decided to flip it. You see what I'm saying?
Of course.
So instead of doing bad things, I decided to say, hey, we're going to sell soap. We're going to make sure that people's skin is healthy, That's why
Indeed.
it's 100% handmade, made from avocado oil, olive oil, coconut oil, castor oil, and palm oil, and sea salt for exfoliation of your skin as well.
Yeah, and I wish that there was a way that people could smell this.
Man,
I mean,
tell
I
me
always,
about
it is just so incredible. And the first question that I asked Javon when he presented this to me is, can I use this all over my body?
Yes.
And the answer is yes.
Yes.
And, you know, the other thing about soap is you have to realize that this is an essential item.
Yes, ma'am. You will always
People
need
need
to wash your
soap.
body. Yes.
Always. I mean,
See.
this isn't a luxury. This is an essential item.
Yeah, see, and I could tell you why.
All over the world, for every human person
Yeah.
on this earth, it's an essential item.
Yeah. Now imagine using a soap that actually makes your skin healthier because it doesn't strip away the glycerin. You see what I'm saying? A lot of the soaps that you're using inside of, I'm sorry, but literally, I just have to get this off one time. A lot of the soaps that you guys are using inside of the stores right now are actually classified as a detergent. So it's better to use a handmade soap made from God's green earth to wash your body underneath your arms, okay? You could put it all over your body. I'm talking about male, female, in your hair, all over. Well, don't put it in your mouth because you know what they say. It don't taste so great, okay? But yes, it's made from 100% organic products. And you don't have to guess because I could tell you exactly what it is. It's 5 ingredients versus a bunch of ingredients you can't even pronounce.
Well, imagine the audience that you're talking to here. We're all plant-based people. We're all believing in plant-based medicine.
Yes.
You know, all of us are, you know, in that realm, you know, so this is something that we can really, you know, get our arms around, get our bodies around. And, you know, I have used plant-based soap, and there's a massive, giant, big difference. And even the other soaps are garbage. The commercial-based soaps that have big, giant names,
Yep.
they're garbage. And they're just, you know, we don't need to go there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Because it's irrelevant. Because see, what I did when I chose to learn how to make soap, I literally decided to make sure that I made the best soap possible. Anybody that's a soap maker knows those 5 ingredients that I named, yo, I'm supposed to be charging a lot of coin for that little small bar.
yeah, they can have a nice price tag associated, and you know they should, because you're putting labor into it, you're putting essential oils in there, the oils that you already described, the coconut oil.
Love.
Yeah,
that's why
true
they're
too.
only $5.
Nice. Now, okay, so it's you and your son. Okay, so how many hours are you guys putting toward making soaps, and how many soaps are you working?
As a hobby,
okay,
right? Because once again, I wanted to teach my son something that he can actually just do as like, hey, maybe I need to make a quick $5 to get a video game or two, right? But instead of mowing the lawn, of course, we don't have a lot of lawns out here in Arizona, right?
Not anymore.
But, we have a lot of showers for sure.
They're rip and replace with turf.
Exactly.
And gravel.
Rock
and gravel. Desert landscape.
So yeah, teaching them to say, hey, man, go mow a lawn for a couple bucks if you want your video game. Just was not gonna work. So yeah, as you know, having the background that I have, coming from Chicago, I just learned to think on my feet and said, hey man, I'm just gonna go ahead and teach my son how to sell something that is not gonna get him in trouble, of course. Like, because of course you're gonna need permits and stuff for water if you're gonna try to sell stuff on the side of expressways and all those type of things. So I said, you know what? If we're gonna start a business, let's just go all the way into it, dude. And we went down and got went to the ACC, the Arizona Corporate Commission, and literally filled out all our paperwork. And my business name is literally exactly that. And there's a name. There's a reason why the name is the name, but that's neither here nor there. You can reach out to me in my DMs if you want to find out more about that.
Okay, well that's super. So, so do you all have a website where people can order online?
Yes.
Okay, and then do you all go out to, let's say, First Friday and
So
things all around the Phoenix area where you can do
the Phoenix Park and Swap.
Okay.
Literally.
Oh, those are great. Those
that is
are
our
great.
main location. If you really want to find us, you could go to the Phoenix Park and Swap by the airport on 44th Street in Washington. Okay.
Okay. That's one of my favorite swap meets. That's one of my favorite places. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
They give a lot of great people an opportunity.
And then tell us about Grindin' Entertainment. What's going on with Grindin'? Do you do events?
So sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But personally, I've personally just been out of the loop trying to build the soap industry up secretly. So I just wanted to make sure that I stayed out of, everybody else's way. So I'll let the big bosses over there talk about what they got going on, honestly, because I don't think that it's my place to speak on their business. You know how it can be sometimes. Let's just be honest. If you know who you know. But see, what I will say is those guys over there are definitely cooking up something that everybody really needs to get behind.
Super.
Because I am not going to give away any secrets.
I understand. I understand. Well, this is fantastic. So at some point in time, do you see yourself moving away from the soap and handing it over to your son, or are you going to keep going with it? Are you going to build it up more? Are you guys going to add more products?
The ultimate long-term goal for my actual business is to actually represent my people in my community in a different light than what the media is kind of portraying us right now. You get what I'm saying? If you were to see a guy like me, you would not expect a guy like me to be making soap. Let's just be honest. So it's been kind of hard to get people to come around to seeing like, hey, man, a guy like me can actually give something good for you, to you, if you just give us a chance.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I do see it here because I'm in this community. Right. So I do see it, but I guess a lot of people maybe in Arizona don't get the luxury of seeing it because they don't get out to the right events. They don't
smoke a lot of weed, man. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say it like that. But that's
in our world.
Weed needs to be legalized federally.
They might miss out on a First Friday. They might miss out on going to the swap meet. But the thing is that the swap meet is such a cultural thing.
Right.
And when I moved to Arizona, I was like, where's the swap meet? Because I used to go in Vegas all the time. I was like, where's the swap meet?
Not even that, but see, I call it DOPESoap, not because it's of a drug reference, maybe a little bit, but not all the way. But let's just be real. It's dope because it's good for you, literally, dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
People's mind go one way, and it's really like this way. And you be like, hey, man, look, just give me an opportunity to say something. You know what I'm saying? But they don't want to do it. You know what it is?
Yeah.
They can smell the kush on me. That's why I have to make the smell so real good like that. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
It's fantastic.
I could be you could be at work. You know what I'm talking about? Go to work, right? And as soon as you go to work, you go ahead, wash up with this DOPESoap, little small bar like that. I promise they don't smell nothing. Yeah. I'm advocating for all the week. I'm not going. Is this PG? Is this rated R? You gotta let me know. I'm gonna try to stay.
We have to market. We have to market anyway that it's not available to children because we're on Cannabis X America. So no matter what.
For all my potheads and weed smokers out there, please go to BigBossDaddy.com and shop one time. Just go ahead, click on the link. You could go add me at Big Boss Daddy Enterprises on Instagram. DM me anytime you want. I promise you. And make sure you add her channel for more information.
Yeah, we would appreciate that, actually. Thank you.
Because we're definitely I'm going to take her to a barbecue, girl. I'm telling you, I'm going to feed you good.
We are looking forward to that very much.
Girl,
thank you for the invite. We really are looking forward to that for sure.
You will not regret it.
For sure.
I love weed, and I love weed smokers. All right? So...
yeah.
See you next time.
So anyway, everybody, we do love the soap. And Javon, I so appreciate that you came down tonight, that I got to meet you and your lovely wife.
Thank you.
And we love that you jumped on the show with us. So we're going to do this again.
Thank you.
We're going to check in with you again for sure. But so all of our viewers, we will definitely put your website and everything here. And thanks for coming out.
All right.
So we're going to get back to the party here at Roll & Bowl and Green Jester Entertainment. And I'm Tina Tasaka, Cannabis X America.
Green Jester Entertainment, y'all, for real. Don't forget. Go check them out.